Hey Sagittarius, how are we today? Just doing our weekly reading. This week we are just looking at whatever wants to sort of pop on out for you. I will be looking at love as well. Trying to keep it a little bit lighter since we have just done those heavy shadow work readings. So if you haven't watched those already, check those out. It was the shadow work for the full moon reading, and then the one before that was actually very similar sort of energies with the rear view reading. Okay, so check those ones out if you haven't already. Please subscribe to the channel as well. I do really appreciate that. Being such a small channel, it really helps out, so thank you. And this week I am using, we have the Cosmic Messages Oracle, the Lenormand I have this week. We have the Jelly Bean Lenormand, and the two love decks, I have the Romance Angels Love Oracle, as well as the Twin Flame Messages deck. Okay, so getting into it for you, Sagittarius. Okay, Sagittarius. What's going on for our Sagittarians? What does Sagittarius need to know, please? When you find something that excites you, go all in and enjoy the ride. Okay. Right as I was sort of reading that one, I had this weird little laugh come over me because I was watching myself shuffling cards and how I stick the little pinky out when I'm shuffling. It's like, you know, the fancy drinking tea and biscuits. Sorry, something that excited me in that quick little moment there, Sagittarius. So go all in and enjoy the ride, okay? Life is a roller coaster, you know, where there's always highs and lows. So when you find those highs, oh my goodness, Sagittarius, well, go all in and enjoy the ride. Some of you, that's going down a different track than a roller coaster track, okay? But enjoy the ride, right? Enjoy the ride. That's your message for the week. Sagittarius. Well, it would excite you, I suppose, wouldn't it? So, yeah, definitely seeing that there's a few of you making a lot of laughter this week, Sagittarius. Like, you know, making light of things and having fun with it. You know, it's going to be an interesting week, put it that way. Sagittarius, what's going on for Sagittarius, please? Oh, okay, and one more for that. Clarify why I'm seeing that second card. And where does that fourth card lead Sagittarius, please? Okay. Okay, so there's it's a bit of a story at the moment for you, Sagittarius. It's like there's this it's all about enjoying the ride, okay, and understanding that, you know, the ride of life, the experiences that you've had, good and bad, they're all kind of part of the journey here, and it's understanding that yeah, you are going to have these lows, but do you know what? It makes the highs seem even higher. We're starting off with the cross, okay. That has come through with the whip next to it here. So the whip is about trouble, tension, drama, conflict within oneself. You know, and with the cross there, that does sort of lend itself to the deeper meaning of the cross there being that there's like a burden that you're carrying, a cross that you bear. I feel like this is very connected with the things you've been through, on this ride, this crazy ride called life, Sagittarius. So, you've been through troubled times, you've been through troubled waters, you've been in self-conflict and doubt, and you've carried the weight of the world on your shoulders. The cross does also carry with it a very strong spiritual message, and it's very muchly like destiny. This is part of your destiny. As cliche as it kind of sounds, it's all been part of your destiny to learn and grow from these more sort of negative things in your life. The lows, it really shows you, when you go low, it's like, yes, it takes a lot of work to get back up to the highs, but it makes the highs all that much more worth it because of how much distance you've gone, how far you've come every time you reach a new high in your life here. So it does sort of show us that the whip was actually clarified by the lily. Okay, so I do kind of see like a long-term history of this happening for you in your life, that you're feeling, you're kind of looking back and looking at the ride that life has given you so far. And it's like, there's been a lot of emotional ups and downs where I've been in conflict with myself, and but it's been a long journey. It's not been an easy journey. It's been a long journey, and it's like, especially when it comes to relationships, we have the ring coming through here. For some of you, this is talking more about cycles rather than actual relationships, but I do feel that for, even as just an example, relationships are a really good spot to look at that. Look at those cycles within ourselves and the cycles we've been through with these highs and lows, right? That you may have sort of felt like you're going not just highs and lows, but you're going round in loops at times here and there. Especially when it comes to relationships, it's like you're attracting the same person but with a different face. Like you have the exact same negative experience with somebody, and then lo and behold you meet somebody else and you have the exact same negative experience, and it's like, well, it gives you this chance to not only learn the lessons but kind of test yourself and learn new ways of dealing with that sort of a person. Like for example, if you've had a history where you've been cheated on a few times, going into your next relationship, you already know the signs and you know what to look for. And, if your partner starts doing this, you kind of go, maybe that's what's happening, and I'll look into this, and how to look into these things, and how to recover from that pain just a little bit better the next time. Pain is never easy to recover from, but it's like you're learning how to deal with things in different ways. So it's like the first time that happened to you, you went cray and like slashed some tires and whatnot, and then the second time you're like, it's not worth it's not worth getting arrested for this person. So I'm not going to slash those tires. I'm just going to, disappear. And, you deal with things in different ways, and as you learn and grow and whatnot. So unfortunately, this has kind of been part of your destiny to have all this drama and trouble in your past here. Because it's helping you learn. It's helping you be more in touch with your emotions and grow your emotional self into a much stronger, unified version of yourself here. So we do see the ship coming through at the end here, which kind of shows us that, not only has it been this arduous sort of journey for you here, but that ship is finally arriving, okay? You've been on these rough seas. You've enjoyed this ride where it's been up and down and waves and still calm seas and then waves and then storms and then crashing and, your ships are all starting to come in to port now. The journey is, it's not that the journey is over, it's that the journey is finally coming back around to you, where you're more in charge of this journey. And You're able to break those negative cycles that you've been through in the past, and you're heading into definite calmer waters where it's like you're in the bay now, so you know that the waters are going to stay calm. It's not like open seas. Your journey is now, traveling up the river, so it's expected. You know exactly what to expect from here on out. It's a lot calmer. You know when to expect the highs and the lows rather than having them unexpectedly smashing you out of nowhere. And the ship actually is leading you to the tower and the house, which, both of those are very, very solid. There's little movement in a tower or a house, right? They're both very, very solid. So the message that they both have in common is strong foundation, security, stability, stable, things not changing wildly for you anymore. That you've been on this wild kind of a ride, and you're at the part now where it's, all leveling out, and you're going back to, a strong foundation where things are actually going to stay, in a spot where you can build on. You can build on this, and you can grow from this, and you can, take time to yourself when you need to, and you've got this solid foundation backing you up here. So you're definitely moving into calmer waters here in one way or another, and it's kind of it's just a point of reflection at this kind of week, I feel, for you, Sagittarius. It's kind of just like a reflection kind of week to look back at how far you have come. And, yeah, it's been crazy. It's been a ride. But you know what? Go all in. It's kind of like, you know when things are going back up to those highs. So when you're going up that high, go all in. Put in the work. Get yourself right up to the tippy top, because coming in soon, things are going to work in your favor, and you're going to feel safe and secure, and be, especially within yourself as well. Okay, you're going to be able to take the time to yourself that you need, and just enjoy life. What more could you really want, I suppose? I'm not going to lie. So you're the last of the fire signs, and I've already done the air and water signs, and your reading is the best so far. Okay, not going to lie. Chillax is awesome at the moment. Everyone else is going through like really deep cray stuff. Chillax is awesome. Okay, just enjoy it. If that ride is just chillax and it's not crazy awesome, that's awesome all by itself. Peace and quiet sometimes is the best thing that you could ask for, because when things are super awesome, crazy awesome, that's a lot of work sometimes too. Okay, so just enjoy it at the moment. Just enjoy the peace and quiet, and the restfulness, and just being able to notice what excites you and drives you at the moment here. It's like a really nice period of time you're entering into it. Being able to reflect on how crazy things have been at times in your life, and just enjoy the fact that right now, hang on, everything is actually going okay. There's no crazy drama one way or another. I like that. Okay, what about love and relationships? Love and relationships for Sagittarius. You deserve love. Okay, you are lovable. Don't forget it. Attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. Okay, once again, enjoy the ride. Enjoy this moment of peace and quiet. It's a really good spot for you, and it's going to attract more positive things back to you as well. Especially if you are looking for love. Even those of you who are in connections already, enjoying the moment really is just going to help bring even more love to your door, and express your love as well. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. Okay, so if you want that love to be attracted to you, maybe you need to take some action towards what you love. You deserve that love. you know, express your version of love to someone around you maybe. Okay, it's time to ask that person on a date. But we'll have a look at your person, messages from your person. So your person, whether you're in a connection or if this might be somebody you haven't even met yet, and everything in between. We'll see what their energy wants to say to you. Okay, messages from your person. Sagittarius. Messages from your person, please. Messages from Sagittarius's person. I love this one because it reminds me of a song. Can you hear me whisper your name? I believe it's meant to be, darling. Can you hear my heart breathing? Do you understand? Do you feel? Oh my goodness, stop singing. My singing is so bad. I'm sorry, guys. That's Eternal Flame by the Bangles, okay? It's a beautiful song. If you don't know it, it's a really old song, but it's honestly, I swear it's one of my favorite songs ever. This card always reminds me of that. Can you hear me whisper your name? Sagittarius. Whether you're in a connection with this person or not, it's like their heart is calling for you. I love you so much. They already love you. Once again, even if you've never met this person, the love already exists, and it will never cease to exist. Our love will never cease to exist. Eternal Flame all over the shop there, guys. Go and listen to that song. If you're in a connection or you're trying to attract a connection, Eternal Flame by the Bangles, guys. That's your energy this week for love. That's what we've got for you. If that resonates for you, awesome. If not, you are more than welcome to check your other placements, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you all again soon.